Today you join us at Eastman's Country Park, which is located to the southwest of North Berwick, in the shadow of North Berwick Law. This is, area-wise, this will be our largest development project we work on. It was created as part of planning consent for the Eastman's development. There's about 500 houses. The stipulation was a large green space was created. It actually expands out to 37 acres, which is around 14 hectares, and it consists of paths, wildflower meadows, which is two different types of wildflower meadow, and we have around 6 plantations of trees which are mainly native to Scotland or the UK. We're 5.5 years in now, and it's hard to imagine when you come to something derelict to be able to create this to what it is now. We've added no chemicals or fertilisers to this. This has all been mechanical or manual operations. There are no chemicals involved here at all. We now have a plant population around 54 to 56 plants per square metre, which is amazing, just in the space of 5 years. Where we are just now is a brand new project in the park. It's a community orchard and it is entirely volunteer run. The only thing that's done by myself or us is we cut the grass in here, or we're here, we're on hand for advice or help if they do need it. What I did is I cut the grass and I've supplied them a large container for water. I've done that as a community thing for myself to the town. So I've given them those, and now it's all volunteer run. If anybody wants to have a shot, if you go on the North Berwick Trust website or Instagram or any social media platform, they'll find out when they have any of these events on, and you can come along, help out, you can learn about the trees, you can learn how to run an orchard basically. So this is a progression now of the park itself. It's gone from being a large meadow with paths, and people can come and enjoy the tranquility and the beauty of the park and enjoy the wildlife, to where now we are actually beginning to have projects in here where the community can be more involved. It's a controlled environment. We can still control what's happening, but we're involving the wider community of North Berwick and East Lothian to come along, help us out and see exactly what we're doing. Everything apart from the orchard itself is GPS plotted, and we use auto steer on all the equipment, including on the paths. The reason we do that is it's more accurate. We create a higher quality job, but we're also lowering our carbon footprint by up to 20%, because we're not detracting from the areas. We're not cutting too much. We're cutting the exact amount all the time, or any operation we do. We carry out some seasonal work, as some people will see, carry out compaction relief on the paths, because we do have literally hundreds of visitors here every day, which is absolutely fantastic to see people coming and enjoying the park. We carry out some reseeding work and obviously the grass cutting work. All these operations, they all fall together pre-planned, and it helps the park develop itself and come in. I think the park is probably 3 years away from its full potential. The trees possibly another 10 years. But again, when we came here, all the plantations had a death rate of around 40%. Sadly, they hadn't been managed properly, which is no fault of anyone. So what we did is we took a lot of the dead trees, we took some of the other plantations where they were maybe planted too close, and we brought those on. And again, the trees have now got to a point where they're actually sustainable enough to carry birds. Pigeons, last year was the first year we saw pigeons come back here, which was great because there were literally thousands of displaced pigeons from the farmland when they built this development at Eastman's. They're coming back in now, which is fantastic because they're just another part of the ecosystem here. We have deer in here now. A lot of hares breeding. We do have some rabbits, not many. I have seen badgers, foxes. So it's great to see the wildlife coming in to the park, and even though it's an amenity area for people to use, there's a massive interaction of the wildlife and humans, and it's great to actually see that between, you know, everyone and everything in here. The flowers themselves that come off the wildflowers, they're great for the bees. Pollination, helping create honey with the bees. We do have hives here in the park. I think we have 5 or 6 hives, and that's great because those bees are coming in and they're pollinating the plants, and that is great for the sustainability of those plants, making them stronger. Both the orchard and the bees and other parts of the park, the schools in North Berwick are now involved, so the kids can come up here and they can learn about what happens in here and what goes on. They can learn how a fruit tree grows. They can learn how the bees live and work. Interaction in a controlled environment for them is absolutely fantastic. Again, the schools are all a short walking distance. This here is the best office view in the world. I couldn't ask for more, and I'm so proud and privileged to be able to manage and maintain such a beautiful site.